Welcome to the Crow's Advantage, a deep dive from our team right here at Cushnie Business Masters. This is where we share the strategies that really help us elevate our own practices, and, well, we hope they can inspire yours too. Today we're unlocking something pretty fundamental, I think. It's the profound wisdom of timing automation for peak performance. Think of it like a masterclass in efficiency, and we're drawing inspiration from, believe it or not, one of nature's most strategic creatures, the crow. Our mission, like always, is to pull out the most impactful nuggets of knowledge for you. Give you a shortcut, really, to being well-informed and maybe applying some surprisingly potent insights.
That's exactly right. And in this deep dive, it isn't just about automation for speed. That's, a common misconception we see a lot. It's really about how mastering timing when in our automation strategies creates dominance, not just activity or even chaos. It's about making every single automated move count, much like that crow you mentioned, waiting for the perfect wind, right, to make its flight effortless. For us at Cushnie Business Masters, this insight, well, it's been transformative. And we genuinely believe it's crucial for any financial professional out there who's seeking true efficiency and, lasting client impact.
Okay, let's unpack that then. Let's dive into the crow's core philosophy.
Yeah.
This idea of precision over just sheer pace. Because, if you actually stop and watch a crow, it feels like it never wastes a single flap of its wings. It really studies the sky. It seems to feel the rhythm of the air currents. It just knows that flight becomes effortless when the wind is favorable. It waits, it watches, then it strikes with this incredible, almost surgical precision. It's a masterclass, honestly, in getting maximum output with minimal wasted energy.
It absolutely is. And this natural instinct for timing, it's something we've deeply integrated into our operational philosophy here at Cushnie Business Masters. We really champion the idea that automation isn't just about doing everything faster. Speed isn't the only goal. It's about striking at the right moment with systems designed to make every move count. We've learned sometimes the hard way that speed without strategy, it often just creates more chaos. But precision, powered by impeccable timing, that creates true advantage. We've seen way too many firms fall into what we sometimes call the trap of constant motion, where they confuse just being busy, relentless busyness, with actual progress.
Activity versus achievement.
Exactly. You see client emails flying out at all hours, maybe reports being rushed to meet some arbitrary deadlines, staff scrambling to fix problems that honestly could have been prevented with better timing. Calendars are packed, sure, but somehow nothing truly important seems to move forward effectively. That, for us, it's like a bird flapping wildly against a strong wind. It just drains energy, stalls real progress, and leaves everyone feeling completely out of control. Our approach, as you'll see, is designed to be, well, fundamentally different.
And that difference is precisely what we want to help you achieve in your own practice. We want to help you design automation that doesn't just do things, but creates a kind of harmonious rhythm. Something that aligns your work with the natural flow of your practice. This ultimately releases pressure, right? Because tasks get taken care of at their optimal moment, not just any moment. But I guess for our listeners, the real question is, how does this precision over pace actually look when we put it into practice? Can you maybe walk us through some tangible examples where timing really makes all the difference?
Yeah, it's a great question because this is where the theory really hits the road, so to speak. For us, timing automation means shifting from just, digitizing tasks to actually orchestrating them based on their optimal impact point. We leverage things like conditional triggers, strategic delays, data-driven sequencing. It's much more sophisticated than basic scheduling.
So it's not just setting a timer.
Not at all. It's about aligning tasks with their highest impact points. Just like the crow doesn't take off until the wind will actually carry it, our systems here at Cushnie Business Masters are designed to move only when the conditions are truly right. Take client onboarding, for instance, a really key moment. We've discovered through observation and quite a bit of data that a client is most engaged, most receptive at the exact moment they decide to work with us.
Right, when they've made the commitment.
Precisely. That's when their expectations are sky high, and reassurance matters most. So using a combination of CRM triggers and intelligent content sequencing, our automation identifies that precise commitment point, and then it fires off a hyper-personalized welcome sequence. We even intelligently delay sending less urgent documentation until maybe their initial excitement has settled just a bit. This ensures maximum impact for each communication. If we waited too long, that initial energy fades. But if we flooded them with too much right at the start, they just feel overwhelmed. Competing priorities. This carefully timed sequence, it creates a perfect balance, we find.
Yeah, I can absolutely see how that creates a feeling of being genuinely valued.
Yeah.
Like you're not just another name being processed through a system. It's really about building that trust from moment one.
Okay, what about something like invoicing? That's an area where many firms, let's be honest, stick to very traditional, often reactive methods. How does the Crow's Advantage challenge that standard practice? What specific advantages can strategic timing offer when it comes to billing? Oh, that's a perfect follow-up. Because invoicing is such a prime example of where timing can dramatically shift both the client experience and your cash flow. Think about it. Many firms traditionally wait until the very end of the month, maybe even later, to send out bills. This often leads to client surprise, right? Wait, I didn't realize that work was done, or what's this for again? Then comes a flurry of questions, and inevitably, payment delays. It slows everything down.
Creates friction.
Exactly, friction. Our approach, powered by thoughtful automation, is completely different. We time proactive reminders before work even begins, setting expectations. We provide clear progress updates during the month, maybe linked to milestones. And then we deliver clear, easy to understand invoices on schedule, often in stages aligned with project milestones if appropriate. This rhythm creates comfort and predictability for our clients. It removes the surprises. And the timing itself, being reliable, creates this undeniable sense of, well, reliability. Our clients understand what to expect and when, and that smooths the entire financial relationship immensely.
So it's becoming really clear how these examples illustrate that strategic timing lets our systems move only when the conditions are right. It creates a natural, supportive flow for both our team and, crucially, for our clients. Now, here's where we maybe uncover another layer of insight, the real power of patience, which, as you said, is a cornerstone of this crow's wisdom. Crows aren't impulsive creatures, are they? They test conditions. They wait for openings that allow for the least effort for the greatest result. It seems like a very calculated patience.
They are incredibly discerning, yes, and that's a philosophy we really try to live by here. Consider something as fundamental as technology adoption within our firm. It's so easy to get caught up in, chasing every shiny new piece of tech.
Oh yeah, the shiny object syndrome.
Precisely, which can be like launching into storm winds. It might look bold, but it burns immense energy and often creates more confusion and integration headaches than actual clarity. At Cushiony Business Masters, we have a firm discipline. We wait. We conduct really thorough due diligence. We test things rigorously, pilot them sometimes. We make absolutely sure a tool truly fits our exact workflow before we consider full integration. This ensures our automation will, well, glide instead of struggle, as we like to say, that it genuinely augments our processes rather than just becoming another layer of complexity to manage. This patience isn't about being slow. It ensures our systems are built to last. It provides long-term stability and genuine efficiency, not just short-term hype.
And that patience extends beyond just the tech choices, doesn't it? I imagine it's also about how we choose to communicate with our clients, deciding when and how to engage.
Absolutely. You hit it right there. Not every single message needs an instant response. In fact, sometimes an instant response can create this artificial sense of urgency, and that then becomes an unsustainable expectation for your team. Our automation can intelligently hold space, as we put it, until the right moment. For example, simple status updates might be better delivered weekly, perhaps in a nice summary format, rather than daily little pings, reduces noise, still keeps clients informed.
Right. Respects their inbox, too.
Exactly. Or reports get sent when they are truly complete and ready for a meaningful review rather than being rushed out mid-process just to hit some arbitrary internal deadline. We use things like conditional logic and strategic delays within our systems to achieve this balance. This considered timing, it reduces noise, it builds trust by respecting our clients' time and attention, and ultimately makes them feel genuinely cared for rather than constantly chased or, worse, inundated with information. It's about delivering quality and relevance at the optimal moment, over just sheer quantity or speed.
So what we're really emphasizing here is that this patient, strategic approach we take at Cushiony Business Masters leads to demonstrably more robust systems. And, maybe even more importantly, stronger, more trusting client relationships in the long run. Okay, so moving on slightly, let's talk about rhythm, not rush. The crow seems to intrinsically understand rhythm, knowing when to rest and when to move. And that's not laziness. It feels like pure, elegant strategy. By saving energy for exactly the right moment, it gains this significant, almost unfair advantage over others.
And financial professionals who design their automation with this kind of rhythm in mind, they experience the very same advantage. It's remarkable. Within our team, tasks get triggered precisely when they are truly needed. This creates a proactive environment rather than a constantly reactive one. Deadlines are anticipated, planned for, rather than just suddenly appearing and causing fear. Workflows seem to carry our teams forward almost effortlessly, without that frantic last-minute push that, let's face it, leads to burnout and errors. A prime example for us is our quarterly reviews. These meetings hold significant weight, not just because of the content, obviously, but because of their strategic timing. They arrive at these natural checkpoints in the financial year.
Makes sense.
So our automation meticulously prepares reports, sends out timely reminders, gathers all the necessary data well in advance. We often leverage AI-driven data aggregation tools that kick in weeks before the actual meeting date. By the time the meeting actually arrives, our advisors are completely free. They can focus 100% on strategy, on having a quality conversation, and truly engaging with the client instead of, scrambling to pull paperwork together at the last minute. That's rhythm replacing rush. And it frees up invaluable human capacity for higher value work.
And it sounds like the inverse of that, getting the timing wrong, carries significant risks, maybe even trust-eroding risks.
Oh, absolutely. The risk of poor timing can be honestly catastrophic sometimes for client trust and definitely for team morale. Think
Okay.
about it. If we send requests for documents after the deadline has already passed, it just makes us look careless, disorganized.
Yeah, not a good look.
Not at all. Delivering reports too early, maybe before clients are truly ready to act on them or even understand their full implications, that can make us seem out of touch or simply add to their feeling of information overload. And responding instantly to every single little inquiry, while it might seem efficient in the moment, it creates these unsustainable expectations. It ultimately burns out our teams and leads to diminished quality over time. Just like a crow risks being thrown completely off course and wasting vital energy if it launches into the wrong wind current, our practice risks being thrown into chaos if our automation ignores these critical timing cues. Systems that just fire off tasks without any strategic insight often end up creating more problems than they actually solve.
Okay, so pulling this together, what does this all mean for us in action? Both here at Cushionee Business Masters and, importantly, for our listeners thinking about their own practices. It sounds like it means cultivating strategic precision in everything we automate. Every automated movement needs a clear purpose, every sequence needs a solid reason behind it, and each trigger should be chosen for its impact, not just its raw speed. It's about designing every automated task to match these natural energy flows so clients feel guided, supported rather than pushed or rushed, and our staff feel supported by the systems rather than pressured by them.
Exactly. Beautifully put. This is how our firm strives to operate from a position of strength, rather than constantly reacting from a place of stress and urgency. And this brings us nicely to the idea of elevation through discipline and perspective. Think again about the crow's elevated view. It gains that incredible height, that perspective, by letting the wind carry it. It sees everything below without wasting its own strength. It's a true mastery of its environment, and that offers unparalleled clarity.
That's a really powerful image, that elevated view that comes from seemingly effortless movement.
It is, isn't it? And automation design with the same wisdom, the same philosophy, elevates our practice here at Cushionee Business Masters in a very similar way. It frees us from the daily grind of reaction, that constant state of just putting out fires. It helps carry us above the noise of constant activity, which, as we discussed, can often mask a lack of true progress and prevent deep strategic thinking. And maybe most importantly, it gives us clear perspective, the space to make decisions that genuinely grow our business and serve our clients better. Remember, patience isn't really about slowing down. It positions you for that inevitable momentum when the time is right. And timing isn't about holding back. It ensures you strike when it matters most, achieving maximum impact with minimum wasted effort.
And this leads to what I think is a truly crucial insight, maybe the most profound one of all today, this idea of the discipline of waiting. Waiting isn't passive, is it? It's actually active preparation. The crow sharpens its awareness while it waits. It scans for threats, identifies openings. It learns the subtle rhythms of its environment so it can move with absolute certainty when the moment comes.
It's an active strategic pause. Precisely. Our practice leverages automation in the exact same way. While our systems are humming along, handling the routine, the repetitive work collecting data, sending standard communications, updating dashboards, we, the humans, use that freed up capacity to actively prepare. We dedicate focused time to building strategy, to deeply studying client patterns and needs, to refining our approach and our unique value propositions. Then, when the right moment arrives, maybe a market shift, a client life event, or regulatory change, we act with precision. We make every human interaction and every strategic move count that much more. This discipline of waiting, of active preparation fueled by smart automation, is genuinely what separates practices that merely struggle along from those that truly thrive and lead. Many firms, frankly, just flap wildly in every headwind they encounter. Very few know how to wait for the right wind to carry them effortlessly higher. The ones who do, like our team always aims to be, become the leaders that others admire and often try to emulate.
Wow. Okay, so today, we've really explored this profound lesson of the crow waits for the wind, haven't we? How timing truly is everything in automation. It's about embracing precision over panic, cultivating rhythm over just sheer rush. By adopting this kind of wisdom, our team here at Cushiony Business Masters, and we truly believe you too, can stop burning precious energy on constant reaction. You can build systems that move at exactly the right time for maximum positive impact, allowing you to rise above the daily grind and really see the landscape of your practice with incredible, game-changing clarity.
So, as you reflect on this conversation today, maybe consider just one small but persistent bottleneck you have in your current workflow. Just one. Then imagine for a moment how applying this crow's wisdom of timing, waiting for the right moment, acting with precision could potentially transform that bottleneck into an effortless glide. It's often that single strategic adjustment, that shift in timing, that unlocks significant cascading progress throughout the whole practice.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the crow's advantage by Cushiony Business Masters. We really hope these insights spark some strategic thinking for you. Until next time.